For decades, every new car offered the same reassurance: a spare tire in the trunk. Today, that safety net is quietly missing from nearly half of new vehicles, by design, not accident. Car makers say it is about efficiency, cost, and technology. But if losing the spare tire saves so much, why does it leave drivers more vulnerable? The real trade-offs start here. Every pound counts when a vehicle is judged by how far it can stretch a gallon of fuel or how little it emits. For automakers, the math is simple: shed weight and gain efficiency. A full spare tire kit, meaning the tire, the wheel, the jack, and the wrench, adds between 30 and 50 pounds to a car. That extra mass may sound minor, but it is enough to tip the scales in regulatory testing. U.S. fuel economy standards, like the CAFE rules, and strict European emissions targets measure efficiency down to fractions of a mile per gallon. Engineers spend years chasing small improvements, trimming excess wherever they can find it. Removing the spare tire is one of the easiest ways to cut weight without affecting the car's basic function. Across millions of vehicles, this single change can mean the difference between passing regulations or facing steep fines. For the people designing these cars, every component is weighed against the pressure to meet legal targets. The spare tire simply became a luxury they could no longer afford. In the world of compliance and efficiency, even a part that weighs less than a suitcase can become too heavy to keep. The space beneath the trunk floor has always been prime real estate for car designers. Once reserved for a spare tire and jack, this hidden compartment now faces competition from something far more demanding: high-voltage battery packs. In hybrids and electric vehicles, packaging is a puzzle where every cubic inch matters. The Toyota Prius offers a clear example. Its nickel-metal hydride battery pack measures about 66.9 liters in volume and weighs just over 37 kilograms. To fit this system safely and efficiently, engineers placed it exactly where the spare tire used to sit. That single change freed up the space needed for the battery without sacrificing passenger or cargo room. As a result, the spare tire was quietly pushed out. Similar decisions shaped the design of most modern hybrids and electric cars. The underfloor area, once a simple hollow for a tire, now houses complex electronics, cooling ducts, and structural supports. The more features and safety systems a car adds, the less room remains for anything else. In this tightly packed environment, the spare tire is often the first thing to go. What was once a backup plan for drivers has become a casualty of progress, replaced by the demands of cleaner, more efficient technology. Drivers today face a different set of tools when a tire goes flat. Fewer than 1 in 10 new cars now include a full-size spare. Nearly half come with a compact space-saver spare. But for a growing number of vehicles, the only backup is a repair kit, a small air compressor paired with a bottle of sealant. This setup is meant for minor punctures, usually no bigger than a nail hole in the tread. It is quick and light, but does not help if the tire is shredded or the sidewall is damaged. For those situations, some manufacturers fit run-flat tires. These are built with reinforced sidewalls so the car can keep moving for about 50 to 100 miles, but only at reduced speeds. Run-flats are more expensive to replace and often make the ride feel stiffer. In a few cases, there is nothing at all: no spare, no kit, not even a jack. That is about 4% of new models. Roadside assistance plans are now standard for the first few years, so drivers are expected to call for help instead of fixing things themselves. Each alternative comes with its own limits, and for many, the first time they notice is when they are stranded by the side of the road. Across the assembly line, every part has a price. For car makers, removing the spare tire is more than just a technical decision. It is a financial calculation. Outfitting a vehicle with a full spare, wheel, jack, and tools costs between $50 and $200 per car. Multiply that by hundreds of thousands or even millions of vehicles each year, and the savings become enormous. For a major automaker, skipping the spare tire can mean hundreds of millions of dollars kept in the company's pocket over a typical production cycle. Even switching to a simple sealant kit, which costs less than $30, cuts expenses further. These savings do not just vanish, they help offset the rising costs of new technology, stricter safety features, and the push toward electric powertrains. In a business where profit margins are slim and competition is fierce, decisions like this are made with spreadsheets, not sentiment. The spare tire disappears because, on paper, it is an easy line to cross out. Nearly half of new cars now ship without a spare. As efficiency drives design, roadside risks shift to drivers. Convenience changes quietly, and the consequence often arrives with a flat tire. Share your experience below.